Looking. Well, new at 11 tonight, you might think you know a true Disney fan, but then there is this family. So much so, they've claimed the title of the Disney house for their home in Antioch, and you can see why. They've been putting on a show for the neighborhood for 20 years, but this year it takes on new meaning. And tonight, ABC 7 News reporter Ryan Curry gives you a tour.
I love giving the candy canes to the kids.
It may not be a walk down Main Street or a big castle for Cinderella, but this home is hard to miss for Disney fans.
There must be at least 30 or so cutouts. I stopped counting.
Gary Vistali is the mastermind behind this display. From princesses to Mickey and Minnie, he has probably the most Disney-themed place in the entire Bay Area.
I knew that when I got my own house that someday I would start sharing, my love for Disney.
For 20 straight holiday seasons, he avoided the traditional Christmas decorations and went with his passion. That passion is displaying Disney characters we know and love.
And it didn't start off this big. It just sort of evolved, and every year I add something to it. So every year a few more lights go up and another character shows up.
Of these dozens of cutouts on the front lawn, Gary has designed and made them all, except for one cluster, the Santa and reindeer on the wall, which he says his grandfather made in the 1960s. This year brings on a new meaning for the family. Gary's wife, Kristen, is now battling breast cancer. The family says they were not about to let that stop them from continuing their tradition.
I see families, and I'll be at the grocery store and say, there's little kids, and oh, where do you live locally? And have you heard of the Disney house? And they're like, oh yes, I've heard of the Disney house. And I'm like, you're the Disney lady?
And the Disney house is certainly popular. Numerous cars and families drove by to see the Disney characters lit up for the holidays. Kristen Vistali says spreading that joy helps her fight cancer.
And people were like, oh, you're still going to do it? And I'm like, yes, we're still going to do it because I still want to give back. That's part of me, and that's how I feel connected to the community.
But if you thought this was just an outdoor display, you are wrong. They said, be our guest. So we went inside where the passion for Disney and the holidays only grew. A Christmas tree next to the window while the family looks who to go out and greet next.
Being able to add to that enjoyment by presenting something each year to the families is it's just wonderful.
It shows that sometimes the happiest place on earth can just be your neighborhood.
Hey, thanks for coming through. Merry Christmas, you guys.
In Antioch, Ryan Curry, ABC 7 News.